Even though I kind of gave all my points for the rest of the season,
Yeah, you did.
that's all right, everybody, welcome back. This is the Re-Entry Buzz here. We are on episode 10, and Cole is winning by 1 here, so I'm barely trying to hold on. But as you know, you've seen a million of these. We have a blind pour in front of us. Could be anything in our 200 sample pool, which actually is over 200 now. I don't know if you knew that, Cole. Anyway, we are going to sniff it, sip it, tell you how much we'd pay for it right off the bat, and then try to guess what it is. You ready?
I'm ready. I hope it's good. That's all I got to say.
Well, by the nose, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know if I love it or hate it.
All those facial expressions were, yeah. I'm very excited, and I love this very much. Yeah. How much would you pay for this?
Off the first sniff and sip, 60 just to be safe, because this could be great. I need to give it a little more time, but it could be also terrible. So I'm just gonna say right somewhere in the middle, 60.
Nice. I think I'm like 35. If I'm generous, I'm gonna say 40, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, let's go with 40. There's a couple nice redeeming things about this, but this kind of tastes like a whiskey I'd buy on vacation and be like, I was on vacation. I was there. I met the guy who distilled it. It's cool.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. We'll take a break, and when we come back from the break, we'll give our guesses, but we'll also give our notes. So here we go to break.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we did the best we could, but here's what we got. I'm going to go first.
Go first.
Are you okay? Did you spill?
Yeah. No spillage.
Okay. Well, this is something you're welcome to spill if you'd like.
Yeah.
You have my permission. For the nose, the first thing I said on the nose is yikes. I said it is young and ethanol-y. It burns if you sniff too hard. And I've had a whiskey or two in my time, and this burns if you sniff too hard. It's grainy. If I were to actually try to say what I get on the nose, it's grainy, it's cedary, and it's mildly barnyardy on the nose.
Yeah.
On the palate, I said on the landing, immediately from timeline 1 to 2, maybe 3, it is delicious sugary caramel. Right off the bat, it's hey, look how sweet I am. But then that quickly fades away, and this ABV heat just ramps out of control as the sip goes on, and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. All it is hot. The heat becomes the dominant part of the pour. It's a bit floral. As you get to the end, it's a bit honey, but honestly, it's very basic. It's just there's nothing unique about this at all. It's just a basic honey floral kind of spearmint is the note that I thought of towards the end. I got a little spearmint, maybe towards the finish. The finish is once the youth softens out, I get a ton of sugary sweetness. All that sugary sweetness stays there after the heat's gone. It's almost artificially sweet.
Totally.
Tastes like I sipped a liqueur. The aftertaste.
I could see that.
Like I was just drinking a liqueur. So tell me what your notes are, and then go for guesses.
All right. Nose. I said a blast of ethanol up front, similar to what you were saying. It tingles and burns the nose a little bit. Slightly cinnamon, but kind of synthetic. Is it a rye? Is what I wrote. Palate. I said this is weirdly sweet. I almost thought this was barrel seagrass, but is just not refined like barrel seagrass. I'm gonna go with a rye, likely though, and it's slightly on the candy side, but just weird at the same time. On the finish, I said fades to a somewhat candy yet somewhat synthetically sweet whiskey. Yeah, I'm convinced this is a rye. So
Man,
you want me to
we're
do
like
my guesses?
super on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and go guesses.
All right. Type, I said rye. Secondary grain, I guessed corn. Brand, get this. Willet.
Okay.
Distillery, Willet.
Okay.
I think this is the proof. I actually put all my eggs in one basket for this episode. So I think this is a specific Willet. So I said proof is 108.2. Age is 7. Finished? No. Although I could see it be finished. I could definitely see this be finished. Bottle, I said Willet Family Estate, 7 years, single barrel rye.
Okay.
And I gave it a score of an 8. Little low, little low. I could see it
What
going
does
lower.
8 what does 8 mean to you?
8 means like it was a little bit of a disappointment. Not even close to impress. I mean, it's like somewhat impressive. It's like right on the verge of like not really impressive, but not really not impressive. 8 is not something I want to spend $60 for.
That okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, price wise. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you did say 60, didn't you, on your price
I
guess?
did. So I'm gonna lower that by association.
Okay, all right, I'll do my guesses now. So safe to say you were on the American side, right?
Yes, you didn't.
Okay. No. Like
Interesting.
I'm excited to find out
Yeah,
how this plays out. But
totally.
the syrupy, sugary,
Hmm.
but but hotness of this.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's a Canadian, and
Oh.
I was
Oh.
thinking that it's a corn dominant Canadian. It has this like sugary, thick sweetness
Oh
that
crap!
reminds me of
You're probably
Canadian.
right.
I hope so. I don't know. So, and the secondary grain that I switched earlier was I had
Oh crap!
rye,
You're right.
like
You're
thinking
100%
about
right.
like a Canadian blend. I was thinking rye secondary at first, but I just like there's no rye presence here for me at all. So I'm actually wondering if this is like
You're right.
99% corn, 1% malted barley kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like this to me is like super, super duper corn whiskey.
Crap.
So secondary grain is malted barley. And then from here on out, just mega hedges. I frankly
Oh
this
yeah.
has me pointing in all directions, but for brand, I said barrel. Which my eyes lit up a little bit when you said seagrass. This is absolutely not seagrass.
Mm,
But like I was thinking maybe barrel did like a Canadian thing like this. I don't know what's in the pool, but
mhm.
distillery, I said MGP because I couldn't think of anything. For proof, I probably should have gone higher than this in retrospect, but 125 is what's written down. So I said
Nice.
125. For age, this is so great. I said 3, which like there's no such thing as
Ooh.
like 3-year Canadian whiskey, but like
Yeah.
at the same time, this tastes so young that like
Yeah. Hedge
it's
a
like
little bit.
hot and disgusting. So I said age 3. For finished, I said no. And then this is so great. For bottle guess, I said Jacob's Pardon batch 3 because it's
Ooh.
a American light whiskey that's 18
Yeah.
years and it's like unlike any of my other guesses previously.
Yeah.
But hey, this is the big hedge episode because I'm desperate to win. So for bottle
What?
Jacob's
Oh, go
Pardon
ahead.
batch 3, for a score, I said D plus, somewhere in between. Something about this isn't so great and it clearly stands
Yeah.
out as being bad. Like the one saving grace this has from being just straight up bad is all the sugary sweetness. Like they did a good job in
Yeah.
getting as much sugary sweetness as they could in this pour to try to save it, to try to counterbalance as much youth is in this pour,
Yeah.
but the youth ultimately ends out. So it really does end up somewhere down there as something about this isn't so great and below.
What if
So,
this is Found North? I don't think it
uh,
is.
if it is, like, I'm hoping that it's like Hoverhawk or something that we already
Yeah.
said that like we didn't really like very much.
Yeah.
That being said, I thought about that for a hot second when I
Mhm.
was guessing Canadian and everything,
Yeah.
but no Found North has ever been this youthy to me and this
Yeah.
hot to me.
That's
So
even
like
their batch 10 or 11 or whichever one that was in this youthy.
It's always the richness rounds out to a nice mellow
Yeah.
profile, and the finish is always great. It never gets hot, if you will. So
Yeah.
like I'd bet all my points for this season, since I'm already
Yeah, you
about to lose
do.
anyway, that this
Yeah.
isn't Found North.
All right. It's time to reveal.
Yeah, let's
Here
do
we
it.
go.
1, 2, 3. Oh
Oh,
shit.
crap. This is a batch that I love. So it is Found North.
Dang it. We love you.
Dang. We love you guys. This is batch 7. 18 years. What's up with that? I will say this, not in defense of me, but in defense of Found North. They always say, let it sit out for 30 minutes. And we didn't do that. Yeah,
That's true.
that's crazy. Batch 7, baby. All right, we'll be right back after this break. We'll tally it up. I have a feeling that Bryan won, but we'll find out on the other side of this break.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we were drinking Found North Batch 7. If you've been listening for a long time, you know we love Found North.
Yeah.
However, this did not hit us today at all. And Found
Today.
North Batch 7 is like one of the most different batches, in my opinion, because like batches 2, 4, 6 are very kind of bourbon profile-y, very strong, and there's the wheat batch 5, there's the rye batch 3, and
Yeah.
batch 7 ends up being this like predominantly floral batch that's unlike anything else, and so it hit us like nothing else today. So we were guessing that Cole said rye, I said Canadian, so I got the 5 points there.
Yeah, you
Secondary
did.
grain, I changed at the last minute there, so I said malty B instead. So 0 points for both of us because Cole was
Secondary
thinking
rye.
brand distillery. Of course, we were all wrong. Proof, I was a little closer than Cole. I said 125. I got 3 points for that. Cole said 108.
Yeah.
Age, neither of us obviously were anywhere near. What's the age on that, Cole?
The age, that's a great question. 18, I want to say.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
18
Uh,
years
Cole
minimum.
said 7. I said 3, which is just so
Oof.
great. 0 points for us there. Finished. So we both said no, and we're pretty sure it's not like finished. I'm pretty
I
sure
think
they
it
just
is,
took
but
these
it's,
components and blended them together, and that was that. But we're not going to
yeah,
give any points either way, even though we both said no. So 0 points there. Bottle guesses. I was thinking Jacob's Pardon. Dang, I should have guessed 18 because of the Jacob's Pardon on
oh,
8.
true.
But anyway, Cole was thinking Williams or was Willett Family Estate
Yeah.
7 year, 0 points there. Even though I kind of gave all my points for the rest of the season,
Yeah, you did.
it wasn't Found North. Turns out it was Found North. I got 8 points to Cole's 0.
Goose egg. Let's see. What goose egg is that for this season? I've had 3 goose eggs this season.
This season, how many have I had? I mean, I was with you on at least one of those,
Were
wasn't
you
I?
8 points this round?
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Oh
So
man.
that puts us for the season 4 wins Cole, 4 wins Bryan, and 2 ties.
2
So
ties.
that means we're going into overtime. So I guess we'll have to see you guys next next episode where we'll do a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Ultimate sudden death.
I know we don't do hopes on these, but I hope we pull more Found Norths in the future because
Yeah.
this was interesting.
Yeah. This was my first Found North right here. And I will say this, like I said earlier, it's like, hey, Found North, it's always worth it. Let it sit out for a little bit. I've learned that over time, which I don't say about every whiskey for sure. Not to defend it more than it needs to be defended, but we didn't do that. So, um, cheers to you guys. cheers to Bryan for getting caught up to me. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time on Chill Filtered's The Reentry Buzz.
Are you okay? Did you spill?
Yeah, no spillage.